Osama bin Laden's son-in-law has been convicted on federal terrorism charges. He was found guilty of helping al-Qaeda terrorists conspire to kill Americans.
The big UK game is this Friday, and police are getting ready now to keep everyone safe on campus.
And will we see an increase in almost $3 in minimum wage? Even if we do, will this help pay for higher grocery bills? UK Student News Network starts now.
Hello and welcome to UK Student News Network Live at 4. I'm Caitlin Douglas.
And I'm Ashley Hancock. Thanks for joining us. Earlier this month, Osama bin Laden's son-in-law was arrested in Amman, Jordan, where he was then extradited to the United States. Today, Abu Ghaith was found guilty of helping al-Qaeda operatives conspire to kill Americans and also providing support to terrorists. He faces life in prison at sentencing on September 8th.
New satellite images provided by a French defense firm show 122 objects floating in the southern Indian Ocean, not far from other satellite sightings that could be related to the missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. The objects were scattered over 154 square miles. Some families accused Malaysian Airlines of falling short of its promises to provide volunteer caregivers and accommodations for some family members. Some said the Malaysian government was covering up the truth and demanded tangible evidence that the plane had ended up in the ocean. We turn to the news around the country and the latest on the mudslide in Washington state. At least 16 people have been confirmed dead from the devastating mudslide that happened in Washington state. Also, 8 bodies have been located but not recovered at the moment. Officials are still worried because the mud covering 49 buildings has the consistency of quicksand, and this can still be dangerous, making efforts tough.
The U.S. Supreme Court is deciding whether companies should be required to offer free birth control. The owners of the arts and crafts chain Hobby Lobby believe that religious freedom is not something that should be lost when opening a family business.
The choice that the government has forced on us is unfair and not in keeping with the history of our great nation founded on religious freedom. We believe that Americans don't lose their religious freedom when they open a family business.
The Green family opened Hobby Lobby in 1972. They are standing by their beliefs. The Supreme Court is expected to hand down the decision that will determine whether businesses have the religious liberty right.
As we bring our focus to local news, we look back to the freedom riders who challenged America and made a huge impact in the civil rights movement. Hundreds of protesters rode interstate buses in 1961. They were protesting segregation that focused Black Americans to sit in the back of the bus. Yesterday, former freedom rider Bernard Lafayette Jr. spoke to the Lexington community at UK. He talked about how important it is for future generations to connect with the past.
Will that identity be shaped by our experiences? Or will that identity be shaped by the interpretation of our experiences? Because indeed, experiences do not make the person.
Lafayette says we won't continue to progress as a nation unless we embrace our painful past. And switching gears with the big game this Friday, many students are excited and ready to rumble.
But with that excitement comes a lot of anxiety, making sure celebrations stay safe.
We know that the vast majority of our students and the vast majority of people in the community are going to have a good time and they're going to celebrate and they're going to celebrate responsibly. However, in case there are a few people, and we know it's a small number, want to celebrate in a way that's not responsible, we want to be prepared for that. So the university and the city of Lexington, specifically the police department, work in a collaborative fashion to patrol neighborhoods and patrol the areas around the university just to make sure that people are behaving responsibly, which is our expectation for most people.
UK police will be patrolling areas both on and off of campus. They are warning everyone to be responsible, win or lose. Minimum wage may go up from $7.25 to $10.10. As food costs are increasing, will a higher minimum wage help workers make ends meet? UK Student News Network's Elizabeth Sue has more.
It's not like it's just going to be like, here's extra money, you're doing the same thing, but we're going to give you more money now. there's definitely going to be like a fallback, like price hikes in food. And then where does that put you? You're basically at the same place.
You've probably noticed a higher total on your grocery receipts. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports that in January, wholesale beef prices rose by 5.1%, while farm vegetable prices rose 6.9% last December.
$8.17 for 3 pounds of beef, and that's 3 meals roughly. That's more than 1 hour of work.
Last month, House Bill 1 was passed onto the Senate, which will raise Kentucky's minimum wage from $7.25 to $10.10 over 3 years.
With a 50-cent per hour increase in the minimum wage, the price of restaurant food increased by about 1%, and the price of food in grocery stores increased by less than 1%.
That's changed my prices at least 3 or 4 times. When groceries get too expensive, at the point you have to find a way to add, 5 cents here, 10 cents here to, make up your expenses.
Milk and meat are currently very expensive, partly because the feed costs for these animals is currently very high. That's not going to last forever, and in fact, it's expected to come down during this year. The easiest way to save money is don't buy food that involves a lot of labor to prepare.
Exactly, you buy or, sorry man, that's the new price. Usually they find out, oh yeah, you changed the price. I say, yeah, we did that yesterday. They say, oh, that's fine.
Workers in Kentucky haven't seen an increase in minimum wage since 2009. The U.S. Department of Agriculture predicts some food prices will increase 2.5% to 3.5% this year. While it may feel like spring has not arrived yet, doctors have some warm weather warnings for all of us.
Find out what you need to protect yourself when the sun finally shows up. Coming up next in our Health Watch.
But it would be safe to keep your distance until there's no secret that laughter makes you smile. Reliable sources say that chicken soup has found their way out of this year's dangerous, but they are returning.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
While the sun has not been out much lately, doctors are warning everyone to prepare now, protect yourself for the spring.
Haley Hansen joins us now with today's Health Minute.
Are you ready to head outside, lay in the sun, and take in all those sun rays? I think we're all ready for that, but be careful. Even mild weather can cause harm to your skin and your health. Which sunscreen should you choose? Here's today's Health Minute.
Hello, warm weather. It's been a long time. But even in the milder temperatures, dermatologists will tell you should always protect yourself from the sun's rays. Studies have shown that applying the correct sunscreen can protect you from developing skin cancer and can even keep you looking younger. The question is, which ones do the best job? According to the Food and Drug Administration, every ingredient in sunscreens must be approved and are therefore safe. So look for the following: oxybenzone. Oxybenzone effectively protects your skin from harmful UVA and UVB rays. Also look for retinol palmitate, an ingredient in sunscreen that protects against premature aging by keeping the skin moist. The American Academy of Dermatology recommends an SPF of 30 or greater. Look for broad spectrum protection and always get a sunscreen that is water resistant. Now go out and enjoy the warm weather. For today's Health Minute, Haley Hansen.
It's great to see we're finally looking
Sweet 16. Their journey to the tourney hasn't been pretty, but the Cats have the eye of the Tiger. For the third season in a row, UK Hoops is returning to the Sweet 16. The number 3 Cats are set to face the second-seeded Baylor. Baylor ranks 4th in the country in scoring offense, but the Bears do turn the ball over an average of 13 times per game. The last time the Cats took on the Bears,
I've met my best friends on this team because I started last year when I was a freshman and didn't really know anyone. So with this team, I've met my best friends. I hang out with them all the time, and it's great.
The team will take the field here in Lexington on April 5th and 6th at Sayre Athletic Complex. Club softball continues their season as conference favorites. They hope to keep the club alive as founder Sammy Michaelis graduates in May. Now, ladies, softball is awesome. It's great that they started that up. I mean, have you ever started a little shindig like that?
No. I have not, but kudos to them. That's great.
Right, and then, you know, basketball, that Sweet 16, that's cool. You know, I tried out for the team, but being short and stout, they kicked me out, so no bueno.
Better luck next year.
All right, we'll try.
Is spring finally going to be here anytime soon? Find out next in weather.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me back. Hey, did you tell your parents about us? Let's skip first period together. Did you get all my texts? Is practice over yet? Where are you at? Are you with your friends? That's L-A-A-A-A-M-M-E-E-E. Capital X, lowercase o.
It's going to be 64 degrees and a 0% chance of rain. That's what I have for you.
All right. That sounds a little disappointing. I'm not looking forward to the rain. I thought the snow was bad, but rain.
The warmer temperatures are looking good, but as far as the sunshine, not looking so good.
No, I'm ready for spring to come officially.
Yes, absolutely. Coming up, find where the best places are to watch the big UK game this Friday.
the big guy comes up with that, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers. His first pitch, he fouled it to the back.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
This weekend. Well, that does it for us here at UK Student News Network Live at 4. I'm Caitlin Douglas.
And I'm Ashley Hancock. For Morgan Wilson and Nick Peroni and all of us here at UK Student News Network, thanks for joining us and have a good night.